Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 12, Episode 12. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you are back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you get anything out of the content. Now, y'all, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. When the episode first opens up, they're still at Diana's boring party, honey, with Erica putting her drunk foot in her mouth and Crystal feeling embarrassed. Not one lady said anything. Garcelle spoke her speech in the confessional, but she didn't say anything either. So, I mean, there's that. So Kathy goes over to Cherie, right? And she's like, good to see you. I'm trying to think of when the last time I saw you. Cherie said, I don't think I've ever seen you. When I tell y'all that was so funny to me. Kathy, why do you think the whole world is one person? Ma'am, we don't all look alike, child. Oh, honey, it's a fool. Don't tell me Kathy thinks Cherie is Garcelle, honey. I don't know what Kathy had going on. She's like, yeah, I think this is our first time meeting. She's like, no, I never forget a face. Kathy, you also are the same one that thought that Garcelle was Kyle, and you grew up with her. You have the same parents. So I'm not buying it. So she's like, yeah, but you know, with my eyes, you just never know. Yeah, child, you just never know. Moving forward. So then Diana Jenkins comes over and she asks for all of them to come inside so Asher could serenade the crowd. All this money and all those connections, and y'all have to sit and listen to Asher and Erica Jane have a duet? Honey, it's giving Ashford and Simpson. Honey, I don't want nothing to do with it. I don't want nothing to do with this, honey. Oh, this is a fool, honey. What a fabulous party. Rinna, you were right. I've never seen the man of the house serenade the crowd. Child, anywho. And not Diana sitting in the audience looking like a proud mom at the school talent show. I was like, girl, what is going on with this, honey? Ugh. Moving forward. So as Asher's singing to his heart's content, and the crowd is just watching, and Erica's just belting out notes after note, after note, after note, Rinna in her confessional, she's like, Asher's singing is magical. Like, everyone's crying. I'm sure everybody crying. And Garcelle in her confessional is like, Erica misses the spotlight. Like, she won't shut up. Oh, Garcelle. Garcelle, I was a little bit mad at you, honey, but that was funny to me. Honey, this is a far cry from Erica Jane rolling around patting the puss, ain't it? So then the ladies sit down and Erica tells Kathy that although she wanted to come to everything that she was invited to, she didn't because she didn't want to bring her drama on her and her daughters. Ma'am, I am so certain that Paris didn't give not now down that you were not there. She didn't care. But, you know, thanks for clarifying and whatnot. So she's crying. Kathy's looking just as blank. And she's like, you know what? At least you replied. So then Erica tells her to tell Nikki and Paris that she apologizes and it's nothing personal. And again, they didn't miss you. Girl, wasn't nobody worried about you. Girl, they weren't worried about no Erica Jane, honey. Anywho, so Kathy was like, I'm cold. So she gets up to go inside. Basically, I got to get away from this heifer because she's crying unnecessarily and it's making me uncomfortable. And I could tell she was a little bit uncomfortable with the drunk, heartfelt speech that Erica was giving. So she just exited stage left. So Kyle is over there being Kyle. And she's like, you know, I'm just thinking back to the Sutton and Diana thing at my house. I mean, I wouldn't have thought that she would have come, but she was very excited. But 1 hour before, she tested positive. Kyle, you literally have nothing to say if you don't keep Sutton's name in your mouth. You don't have nothing else to say at any other time. This is all you can come up with. So Kathy comes over and they're like, how's Erica? She's like, she's getting out of control. Oh, okay. So Kathy can realize that Erica is getting out of control 5 minutes of being around her, but you heifers can't realize she's getting out of control outside of Garcelle. So then they show Rinna over there trying to take the drink away from Erica. Back over with the other ladies, Garcelle is telling Kathy that she told her son to F off. Well, Garcelle, you let her off the hook, so let's move on, honey. Moving forward. So Kyle is like, yeah, you know, I just feel like she's making little mistakes, so let's just cut her some slack. Kyle, and I have to tell you this every single review, hush. Stop advocating for BS. Always making concessions for the wrong thing, but was going against Kim, who is your own sister. So why do you continue to talk out of the side of your neck? So Garcelle is like, no, you cut her some slack. I don't need to cut her no slack. I know that's right, honey. Well, you know it's not her child, so she really doesn't care. Shut your face, Kyle. Just hush. Over with Erica. She's running down the pills that she takes, but claims she's okay. And girl gone. Back with the other ladies, Garcelle is explaining to Kyle that it's easy for her to say that, but she feels like sometimes they sit in denial because they want to be safe in their friendship. And that's what both Kyle and Rinna do. They never like to confront Erica. I don't know what it is, but they do not like to confront her. So Garcelle gives several examples of Erica being out of control, including tonight. And Kyle gonna say, I just feel like I'm just sensitive to people talking about people drinking because of Kim. But Kyle, you weren't very compassionate with Kim. Like, I'm not understanding what you're talking about. So Kyle said, let me tell y'all something. I've been watching since season 1. That infamous fight in the limo. Kyle, come on now. Come on, Kyle. Honey, I'm not buying nothing you selling. So Kyle in her confessional, she's like, it's very dangerous to throw around the phrase drinking problem. And I feel like Garcelle is baiting me. I don't think Garcelle is baiting you. I think she's calling out Erica's erratic behavior, point blank in the period. She's erratic when she drinks. Now on the boat, I feel like she was faking it. At these parties, she's very much drunk. So she's just saying exactly what it is. Child, you so used to fake and living in a Hollywood bubble, you don't know reality from fake. So Garcelle goes, yeah, I mean, I hear ya, but sometimes it's just bad. And there should be no excuse for that. So then Crystal pipes up, but honey, you know they don't really listen to her. And Crystal was like in her confessional, I think Kyle feels like loyalty is backing people 100%. And I just feel like a real friend should call you out. And I agree with that. But I don't think it's about loyalty with Kyle. I really don't. I think it's about fear. That's what I think it is. She is afraid of Erica. That is the real tea. I don't know what she has on any of them. Honey, I don't know if they were affiliated with Tom, allegedly. Because, honey, I don't put nothing past Hollyweird. Okay? Not nothing. But something is keeping Rinna and Kyle hush mouth. Moving forward. So Kyle is like, well, I just feel like I can be open-minded. I mean, can you be open-minded like just a little? No, we don't have to, Kyle. We don't have to be open-minded. Garcelle is like, I've seen her attack Sutton. Garcelle, this is my thing with you. You keep talking about I've seen her attack Sutton. Baby, she attacked your son. Let's continuously bring that up. I don't have to give her anything. She attacked my son. I don't have to go over there. She attacked my son. I don't have to say anything to her. She attacked my son. Damn, Sutton. Anyway, she's like, you don't think that was dark behavior? Well, child, if it wasn't, it sure felt like it. Leaning in, threatening Sutton until she left the dinner table. Come on, Kyle. Or what? Or what? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Honey, I ain't going to never forget that. I am never going to forget that. And Kyle, conveniently, you've forgotten. Girl, anyway. So Erica is still talking to Diana Jenkins about how Rinna and her family stood by her and helped her through everything. Now I have my theories on why Rinna is sticking beside her, but I'm going to keep that to myself. So Garcelle goes over to say bye to the ladies. Child, this party was lackluster at best, but Diana thanks Garcelle for coming and she apologizes for her behavior at the party. I'm not buying it because you shaded the party as soon as you walked in. I'm going to tell you right now, Garcelle, as long as you're attached to Sutton, you will never be on the right side of Diana or Erica. They still see you as, she really can't be trusted. She's friends with Sutton, just so we're clear. So she's like, I see it in your eyes that you like me. Garcelle said, yeah, well, stay safe. Girl, not stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs, honey. Peace, honey. Garcelle said, girl, listen, honey, stay safe, child. Not you gonna see in her eyes that she likes you. Not you saying, I like you, Garcelle. You gonna say Garcelle liked you. Oh, child, I'm done. She was like, I really enjoyed Garcelle, and I feel like she was approachable today. Oh, okay, so now you're apprehensive about approaching Garcelle? Oh, stop it, Diana. Just stop it. In the next scene, Dorit is at home with PK, and he starts talking to her about his DUI. Dorit said he got pulled over after a glass of wine, and they took him to the station. Child, these two lie so much, I don't know whether they right or wrong, child. They sit around in sweatsuits at the house and lie. Dorit, y'all can't be honest to save your life. Nobody gets arrested after one glass of wine. So she said she found out the next day that he had been taken down to the station. And then after that, that's the day he left for London. She's annoyed, so they're revisiting it. He said he didn't tell her because he didn't want her to worry, and he knew that everything was going to be okay. So she's trying to get the story straight, but she's not buying what he's selling. He's like, yeah, I was pulled over. I was very anxious because, I didn't want to be late getting home. PK, it's giving snow in Pasadena, and it's giving the car roll 15 times. It's giving a lie, okay? It's giving very much Erica Jane lie. So anyway, he's like, I couldn't call you because I was in handcuffs. And then after I wasn't in handcuffs, then I went down to the station. She's like, we don't lie to each other. That's the one thing that I said. We do not lie to each other. The way he didn't tell you about this is the same way he didn't tell you he set that robbery up either, allegedly. Because I still think that PK set that whole thing up and Dorit had no idea what was going down. So maybe her response is a little bit, over the top because she is Dorit. But I feel like PK set that whole thing up, allegedly. And also, it's so funny. Speaking of housewives and robberies and whatnot, Marlo also went through something similar, but we see footage and the people have been captured. Yet Dorit went through this horrible time where she was held at gunpoint and still the suspects are footloose and fancy free. Oh, and let us not forget, they left her cell phone with the flashlight flashing so she was able to find it, so she was able to call the cops. I'm just saying. Moving forward. So Dorit is pissed that he kept that from her, and he said that he wouldn't lie to her again, but he delayed telling her because of what she went through. Something tells me he's hiding a lot more. I'm just saying. In the next scene, Erica Jane is at home looking at some bundles and whatnot, and she's like, I know what it's like to have it all. So they show us everything Tom bought with the poor victim's money. We don't want to keep seeing her flashbacks, okay, of her spending all these people's money. She was like, yeah, I'm going to work to get it all back. Well, child, you didn't work for it the first time. Anywho, so then Rinna stops by to put those lips to use by kissing Erica Jane's behind. And so they started talking about the party. And she was like, you were really wasted. And Erica was like, yeah, I know. And I threw up and I hit my head. So she was like, I want to have fun because it's the holidays and they're hard and I'm thinking about family. So Rinna tells her that she can't mix the pills with the alcohol. She's like, look, I know you went to that place because of pain. And Rinna also reveals that her sister died of an overdose when she was 6, but her sister wasn't an addict. So she knows from experience what that's like and what Erica is going through. Wow. That's actually really sad. Okay, I didn't know that. And see, this is the thing. I feel like sometimes Rinna is in a constant state of soap opera. If she would actually just be who she is and tell us a little bit more about who Lisa Rinna is, sans lip, and this hair she's had since the 80s, then maybe more people could relate to her. But she just walks around like she's in a soap opera 24 hours a day, and it is so annoying. So, basically she was telling Erica, girl, you cannot keep on drinking and mixing those pills, okay? Because you are losing your mind and acting a fool. Now, you received this from Rinna, but it's funny because Garcelle said the same thing to you in Crickets. Now, I know you and Garcelle don't have that great of a relationship, but the message is still the same. I guess it's just the messenger. Anywho, in the next scene, they're showing the ladies, everybody celebrating Christmas. Poor Sutton, she was sick during Christmas, but she did buy herself a little, a little ring and whatnot. Poor thing. So Garcelle is at home. Sutton comes over. They're exchanging presents, and Garcelle says she's looking forward to 2022. Well, child, that didn't age well because 2022 is showing out, okay? Showing its whole tail. So they both plan to be better. That's one of their resolutions and whatnot. And Sutton was like, I just want to change because I lose my temper. Well, honey, with this group, I kind of don't blame you. So Garcelle is filling her in on the party, and she's like, yeah, we need to look into Erica Jane and this drinking. Sutton goes, I'm not looking into nothing. I know that's right, honey. I would stay all the way out of it because last season you did that, and they found a way to blame everything on you, including Erica stealing from orphans and widows. So, no, just stay out of it. So Sutton was like, me and Garcelle, we bonded over being divorced and sharing custody of our kids. And, that's how we bonded. I love their friendship. I love the little friendship that they've developed. Child, but not everybody else does. In the next scene, Sutton is getting ready for her date. I like that she's putting herself out there still. Honey, she got dumped on Valentine's Day, but Sutton said, I'm going to still love nonetheless. Over on the other side, Dorit goes to visit Kyle. Child ain't talking about nothing. She offered Dorit some tea, but Kyle's house is like a kennel. It's dogs everywhere. It's giving yuck maguk. And also, those dogs cannot be tamed, honey. I do not want them licking and drinking out of my cup like it's a doggy bowl every time I turn my back. So the answer is no. So they start talking about PK's DUI and how PK told Mauricio and he didn't tell Kyle, and she's upset because it hurt her feelings. So then Kyle goes, it's really so hard. Like when I see an officer and I have a drink, I feel like there's a dead body in my trunk. Well, Kyle, imagine how we feel, even without having a drink. Just seeing a cop come past us. I'm just saying. So Kyle is like, I'm just happy that the newer generation just doesn't drive. They don't? Child, I really had no idea. I guess they Uber and Lyft everywhere, but those things are dangerous, honey. I don't want no stranger driving me around, honey. Absolutely not. But that's just me. Moving forward. In the next scene, Sutton goes for her date. Baby Sutton wearing a sweater and hot pants. Sutton got them little legs out. Oh, baby Sutton keep them little legs out, don't she? So they're trying to decide on dinner. Sutton is like, yeah, I don't eat spicy. So they're having a little, banter back and forth. She met Sanjit on Bumble. That's the same guy that they were calling on FaceTime. That's the episode that I did not review because I was annoyed. He does not look like he did on that phone. Child, let me find out you catfishing over the phone. But I did think that this was very cute. It was cute. So I thought. Okay, because he's talking about music and the bands that he likes, and Sutton is talking about her foot itching from neuropathy. And I'm like, oh my gosh, child, this is a whole fool. Sutton, engage your date. And girl. In the next scene, Erica Jane and Garcelle, they meet for a dinner, right? And Garcelle is asking about Erica's dating life, and Erica's like, I'm having the sex, but not the dates. I mean, can you imagine me holding someone's hand and, the paps showing up? Now, I don't know if she said that, but I can only imagine her saying the paps were going to show up. I'm putting a little zhuzh on it. Y'all know how I like to do. So the server comes over to take the drink order, right? And Erica goes, yeah, let me have a hot tea. And the server's like, yeah, see, that's the thing. We don't do the hot drinks up on the rooftop. Girl, why not? So then Erica goes, oh, okay, well, let me get a cognac. Yeah, that's what you wanted to begin with, honey. You just trying to be on your best behavior because you sitting in front of Garcelle and you ain't fooling me. So they start talking about Erica drinking, right? And she's like, yeah, I was mixing my medicine with my drinking, and that's just not good. But after last year, I deserve a little fun. Why do you deserve a little fun, Erica? You are not the victim. Why does Erica Jane feel like she deserves so much fun all the time? I don't understand it. You want a reward for bad behavior? Girl, what are you talking about? So Garcelle is telling her that they just don't want to have to worry about her. So Erica is telling her, it's okay. I have my moments, but I'm fine. And Garcelle said, well, the first step is realizing that you have a problem, and she's doing that. So I feel like we're on the right track. Garcelle, you fall for anything, child. I feel like she's just trying to shut you up, but okay. So then Garcelle asks about what Erica Jane sees in their friendship group. How can she see anything when she's always supposedly blacked out? So she gonna have the nerve to say, I'm happy that you have Cherie because Sutton is a liability. That is hilarious to me. Sutton is a liability? When people go on vacation with you and get off of a plane and you are served with papers for a $50 million lawsuit and Sutton is a liability? She's like, yeah, she's unpredictable. Yeah, because she says things that you guys don't want her to say. She keeps it real and she says exactly what the viewers are thinking. And see, you can't control her mouth. See, with Rinna and Kyle and Dorit, they're zipped lipped, honey, kind of like that emoji. But with Sutton, she gonna say it. And then she's gonna come back and she's gonna apologize about it later. And that's what you don't like. You're the unpredictable one. So Garcelle is like, well, why are you saying that? Like, why is everybody so against her? Like, y'all were buddies in Mexico. Girl, Erica is fake. Okay? Fake and phony. So she's like, in her confessional, Erica's a walking liability. Is there a more scandalous woman in America today than Erica Jane? Well, Jen Shaw is a close second, but don't nobody got nothing on Erica Jane, honey. So she's like, I just wish everyone would just lay off Sutton. Like, it just don't make no sense. Yes, it's getting old now. Okay, I know y'all all have a problem, honey, but it's giving gang up on Sutton, and I don't like that. We get it. Y'all don't like her. We got it. Moving forward. So Erica gonna have her nerve to say, y'all, yeah, she's the master of her own disaster. Erica, you should get that made into a shirt. It suits you so well. Master of my own disaster. And then you can wear some kind of designer label at the bottom. Girl, anyway, she's like, you don't have to cover for her, Garcelle. She's a big girl. Child, this woman is always on some bull. And that was the end of the episode. Bravo, production. Please stop ending every episode with Erica Jane. It leaves my reviews with a sour taste. Honey, I have to end on a somber note. And, it's probably snowing in Pasadena. Y'all don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Comment down below exactly what you thought about this episode. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.